Hello, Happy New Year, thanks for looking in. Just a quick note at the end of the video, there'll be I'm doing a piece for fairly new growers, just a few things this early on in the year to think about and help you, hopefully. Meantime, just initially update on how we're doing with the onions. Great stuff. So, just putting together the ingredients for the first proper potting on. We've got some vermiculite there. These are the pots that we're going into. Just a little bit bigger than the plugs that they'll be coming from. Very important with onions. Most onion growers will tell you pot on a little bit at a time. The onion doesn't like to feel drowned in going from a little pot to a big pot. Move across the greenhouse, some water warming up within the greenhouse, and in here we have, down there, Johnny is number 2, clover potting on, and that plus the vermiculite plus a touch of Fresco dry and a little bit of, where's the box of this? It's new this time, a little bit of this. I picked this up at the National Veg Society's Masterclass weekend in November. This product's put together, as you can see, in Ireland. A good friend of mine recommended it. He calls it, as you can see from the address of where it's from, he calls it dingle dust. And it's connected to this principles of chitinese. That's something you really need to look up on the internet. I'm not going to explain it. But basically, there's some evidence that it may improve plants' natural abilities to deal with pests and things, particularly fungi, and also may improve the growth. So we're going to have a sprinkle of that in each pot on as well this time, and we'll see how we do. It's gone a bit dark and rainy outside, hence there's not a lot of light in the greenhouse here. They've all been potted on now. These aren't quite ready for potting on yet. They need a bit more root in the plug. And to hold them up straight, I've used the little florist wires. You can make a little loop at the top. I don't know if you can see them in the video, but you can see you can probably see that I like bend the bottom over, so it's not just one little piece of wire going in it, and that holds it still, and then make a loop at the top for the main onion leaf to hold still. So I'll keep them going up straight until I've put a bit more root on to pot on. 18th of January, just checking the process. Well, 8 days since I last pictured them. These are the ones that I've just propped up with the flower arranging wires. It's done them good. And moving on. Let's give them another few days, another week before they're potted on. I want them to be a proper root ball. These that were potted on last Saturday, the 10th, I think they've got in there well. They're definitely shooting. Good strong third leaf already now. So quite happy with them. Of course, the most important point over the next months, very, very important for exhibition onions, is to keep the bottom inch of the stem straight. Very important. 18th of Jan, we're in the cold greenhouse. This is the one that doesn't get full sun through the day until we get near April time. Slots have come out of the slightly warmer greenhouse now. They're all just starting to poke through. Very pleased with them. Particularly pleased that they're a nice even batch, not too many doubly types. And then here are a few picklers. they're in a less fertilised type soil, so not a lot of zapping what they're in, because as picklers we don't want them to grow too big. These were those. Now, seed potatoes. I fortunately had not used up yet all my show potatoes. I have used up the Winston eaters, simply because I thought I'd be able to get some new ones, but it appears that Winston are practically unavailable this year. They must have had a bit of a failure with the crop. So got out all my show potatoes to put them out in the light for chitting now. So yes, they're bigger than your normal one you'd use. Not sure that makes any disadvantage. In order to increase the amount, these in this tray I've cut in half to double the amount there for a friend. You cut them now because you want them to dry up. You want that side that's been cut through to be thoroughly dry when they go in the bags. So we're only 2 months away yet, actually longer than that. So 3 months. So plenty of time to the chits come out. And I'd also save those bonnet. They're my own seed again, hence they're clean. I'm undecided yet whether I only need 2 of those. Decided yet whether I'm going to sow those, or I bought these Kestrel seed the other day. I had to wash those, they were quite dirty. And as you can see, even though they're grown in Scotland, they're covered in scab. Whereas there's no scab on mine. But of course, there is this tendency for Scottish potatoes to have less viruses because of that slightly cooler weather. These will get covered up if there's any risk of a frost, even though they're in the greenhouse. Or if there's going to be a really hard one, they'll go into the slightly warm greenhouse. If you are sort of fairly new to veg growing, or maybe even thinking of having a go this year, and you've got a garden at home, then just a few little things. All I would say is think big. Maybe make a little diagram of how you would like it to be in the end. Now, I realise, just as in my garden, it takes time and money to progress it. But why not? Nothing's holding you back from making a plan how you'd like to be in the end, and then you might not get there for 3, 5 or even longer years. But so you've got a nice design that will set out and work well for you. Obviously little things like if you put in raised beds, make sure they're well treated wood and lined. Wait till you get the right soil to go in to fill those raised beds. If you're having a greenhouse, work out where it needs to go. And of course, as big a one as you can afford. You may have to wait another year, save up a bit, but just having that ultimate plan and then slowly working towards it, I highly recommend. Now, the first thing you should need is a diary. Now, I've got about 11 years of diaries now, 12 years of diaries, and I go through them at this time of the year just to check on dates and things. Of course, it depends why you're growing. I mean, most of us are growing to eat, but little things, and because of where you are, we vary. Whether you're north, south, big variation in sowing dates. Obviously, I've got quite a bit of stuff on there that you probably can't see, but it's very helpful to me. And of course, once this time of year, you've got plenty of time to put it together. And then, of course, also when you're really busy, particularly April, you're not going to do any thinking. You just see what you'd put down, the dates to sow things, dates to do different things, and go from there. So, best of luck. Of course, the first things you should grow is what you enjoy eating the most. That's what I did. And I pretty much still do, really. I think, everything as our favourite veg to eat is what I grow. I could grow a lot more of stuff, but I haven't. In a small garden, you don't have the size space to do that. But bear in mind, if it's a bit on the smaller side, it's easier to keep on top of and keep it nice and tidy. So anyway, onwards and upwards, onwards towards spring, and enjoy your gardening adventures.